morning. What's up? Happy Thursday. We are late this morning. We are late on this Thursday morning. I have reasons and they're not fun. No, they are not. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 1399. By the way, I just sent out combined shipping invoices. I think I forgot to send those out 2 nights ago. For auctions that ended Tuesday night. No, I think I sent out. Maybe it was just last night. So if you won auctions last night, you've got an invoice now for combined shipping. So I'm not sure if there's auctions ending tonight or not, but there are auctions. I started about 55 new auctions last night. I was digging through some boxes and found a 5-row box of refractors and color. This one just didn't end up getting scanned, so Danny DeAndre purple chrome will get in a future auction. So yeah, found a whole bunch of color refractors and stuff. It was from a bulk buy. I'm not sure which one, but I put about 55 up. Those are kind of a pain in the ass. Car Dealer Pro does not recognize like any of them. It's like 5% accuracy on color refractors, which I know takes a little more time, but I still find the AI valuable to fill in certain things. But so got those up. I think that's about it as far as listings go on eBay. Did a lot of shipping. Got a lot of shipping done and dealt with a lot of pain. I'm actually pain free. So here's the reason I'm late. I was in a ton of pain yesterday. It started pretty much after the local anesthetic wore off on Tuesday night. Like Tuesday evening, like after dinner, it was really starting to bother me. And I did take some ibuprofen on Tuesday night. I slept okay yesterday morning, bothering me more, pop more pills. I am on amoxicillin because of the infection. And like as the day wore on, it got worse. And it was like what I used to think when I got sinus headaches and sinus pressure. I don't think it was sinus pressure after all. I think it was bacterial infection inside my mouth is what I was dealing with, a couple times in the past few years. Because the pain that I was dealing with last night and early this morning was like the exact same as like, oh my God, my sinuses are killing me. Even went to the doctor once. Doctor didn't know, but my dentist could have figured it out. And my dentist did figure it out 2 years ago, but this was going back probably 3 years ago. So I popped some ibuprofen like before dinner last night, and then I was getting ready for bed, and my wife's like, "Did you take anything?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good." And she's like, "Well, take some Tylenol." And when I say okay to taking pills, that means I'm in pain. I am in pain if I am okay with taking pills. Usually I'm like, I'll deal with it. I'm okay. But when I say, yeah, give me the Tylenol, I'm fucking in pain. I was fucking in pain. And it's like localized. Like I feel fine. And this was the funny thing. Like when I had a flare up of this 3-4 years ago, like I felt great. Like I had energy. I didn't have a headache. I didn't have a stomach ache. Was not lethargic whatsoever. In fact, the only pain relief I got was when I jumped on the treadmill, and I would jog on the treadmill for an hour and a half because it like made the pain go away. So I popped some Tylenol last night and I did fall asleep. Well, let's rewind. So I popped some Tylenol and I'm just about ready to fall asleep. And all of a sudden, I hear Ernie. Ernie rings the bell. My wife takes Ernie out to go potty. And all of a sudden my wife goes, "Bo!" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, Ernie got loose." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I fell." And I'm like, like I didn't compute. Like I'm like, Ernie's like fucking 3 inches high. How did he fall? And I'm like, oh, I think my wife fell. So I run out there and hold my sweatpants, put my pants on, and like she's okay. Like she's like walking. I'm like, where did you fall? She's like, I took one step. It's like a sheet of ice. I took one step and I fell on my like butt and back. So she was in pain. She's like, I'm gonna go wipe myself off and you go take Ernie out. So I go take Ernie out, come back in, check on my wife, and she's okay. She's just in pain, like she's sore, basically. She fell sore. So I go to bed, I fall asleep, and I wake up at like 1:30, wide awake. 1:30 this morning, wide fucking awake. And in pain. My mouth is just in pain. I'm in pain. My whole face, right? This here, pain. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, it's early, it's dark. I didn't pick up my phone. It's like, it's dark. I might as well just get up and this pain sucks. I'm going to pop some pills and get to work. All right. I'm thinking it's like 4 or 5 a.m. No, it's 1:30. I'm like, God damn it. I can't get up and work now. So I just deal with it. I grab my phone. I'm scrolling. What did I catch up on in the last 3 hours? And it's just like, and then I keep thinking about the pain that's in my face. Actually, it's coming back as I talk about it, or maybe that's because I'm moving a lot. So I think I was up for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I think it was about 4 a.m. finally before I actually fell asleep. And I got like, I think I got into REM sleep again when I did fall asleep. And I think it was 5:30. I wake up again. God. So this time I'm like, fuck, I'm taking more pills. I'm taking more ibuprofen. So I popped some ibuprofen at 5:30 this morning, go back to bed, fall asleep, and then goddamn Ernie woke me up at whatever time, 7:40, whatever time it was. And I'm like, and at this point, it's 7:40. I'm like, I am tired. I'm not in pain anymore, but goddamn, I'm tired. I'm like, I don't want to wake up. I don't want to get up. But Ernie's going to piss the bed if I don't get up. So I honestly, I take Ernie out to go potty, and I honestly was like planning, I'm like walking zombie. And I honestly was ready to come back inside and go back to bed and just say, fuck it today. I'm going back to bed. I'm sleeping till whenever I wake up again. And if I'm not tired, I'll get up out of bed. So Ernie took his sweet ass time. So he didn't poop though. He didn't take his morning dump. So I go back and I'm like, you know what? I might as well just get up. It's, it's a reasonable time, West Coast friendly time to do hobby evolution. So here I am. I did like, I'm zombie outside. All right. So, this is a later time for the week. I'm usually, even if I'm late, it's like 7:15 or 7:15. It's not like 7:45. So like kids are going to school. Only one kid though. Neighbor lives a couple doors down. I hear him. I thought he was like saying bye to mom or something. And he walks across the street and he's walking down and he's talking. I just think he's talking on the phone. I'm not paying any attention. He gets like directly across the street and all of a sudden he just starts belting out these rap lyrics. Scares the shit out of me because I'm not expecting song to break out in my neighborhood at 7:45 as I'm like dead to the world. So I'm like perk up. He like looks at me. I think he realized he started, and I'm like, hey, morning. He's like, morning. I wasn't expecting that coming. So here I am. So I do have, I have a mouth pimple, which developed overnight. So that's like pus and bacteria and gross shit that I could smell when they were doing the root canal the other day. So I'm like, now I hate like pimple popping. I don't know what it is with women, but they love pimple pop. My wife loves Dr. Pimple Popper, and I think it's fucking gross. It's like, oh, that's gross. But I really want to pop this pimple. So I Google, I'm like, can I pop a mouth abscess? Like, it just feels like it'll give me relief. And so of course you Google and it's like, no, you'll develop sepsis and die. Like, that's when you Google like any medical condition, it's like, don't do that because you'll die. So I'm not ready for that. So I'm not going to pop my mouth abscess. It'll probably just pop on its own and I'll be unexpectedly swallowing pus. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm going to bite down. It's going to pop and I'm going to have a little creamy pus on top of my Cheerios this morning. That's what's going to happen. I hope you're not eating Cheerios right now. That's a pretty disgusting thought. So here I am. But the pain has gone away a little bit. So now it's kind of just like, look, like it's sensitive to the touch is what it is right now. So I was going to, and I'm like doing math, like it's 3 a.m. and I'm like, okay, so I got the procedure done. I'm Googling like everything, like why is my mouth hurt so much? And I'm Googling, it's like the peak of your pain is going to be 24 to 48 hours. So I'm doing it at 3 a.m. I'm like, okay, so got done. It's about noon on Tuesday. So noon, it's midnight. So it's been about 38 hours, 39 hours. So hopefully this pain starts going away soon. And it's been close to 48 hours, right? No. But yeah, noon would be 48 hours. Come on, man. 2 days. 2 days is 48 hours. So hopefully early this morning, last night, hopefully that is the last of the pain I'll have and everything will be hunky-dory. So, hey, I've got a card show coming up this week, Sunday, this weekend, Super Bowl Sunday. I'll be in Janesville, Wisconsin at the Holiday Inn Convention Center just off Interstate 39. I'll have a ton of new bargain boxes, ton of new quarter boxes. And let me tell you that these are good bargain boxes. I would literally be shopping these on my own. Like, oh, I'm going to put some lost. In fact, I grabbed a box. I had to pull some, I was looking for something. And I pulled like a whole bunch of stuff out of one of the bargain boxes. So sorry. But there's a whole bunch more where that came from. A lot of this stuff would be dollar box stuff. Like a lot of these cards I would put in dollar boxes, but I don't have the time to put them in top loaders and do dollar boxes. So we're going to blow them out quarter boxes. Since they are so good, I'm not going to be giving steep discounts. I'm not going to be blowing out deals like 10 cents a card or anything close to that, but I will give volume discounts, but just not as good as what I do at other shows. So come see me this Sunday, Janesville, Wisconsin, Holiday Inn Convention Center. It's going to be about 125 tables. I'll be right in the front door as you walk in. So looking forward to that. Let's go to the chat. Let's go to the chat and say hello. Donald's in the house. Good morning, Donald. Mikey is here. Good morning. Kevin's in the house. He says, good morning, groovy people. I like it. Gem City Card Show. Good morning. Card Slinger and eBay list multiple by photo has been great for me. So Card Slinger was it something I think somebody shared either here or in the Hobby Evolution Facebook somewhere. I saw it shared. Somebody shared it. The Card Slinger. I think somebody maybe commented on it or it said something about it in the chat. So Brian showed me a picture of the Card Slinger. Yeah, I think it's great. If you don't want to buy a scanner, I think it's obviously it's not going to be near as fast as scanning it straight to your computer and doing the upload, but it's still a better alternative. And what I like about it is it's better than, it seems like it's better than I got a photo box over here and I've got to get angles because the lights have like, especially on shiny cards, there's lights. So you've got to like get the reflection out of the way. It looks like that avoids that. So you're sitting on your couch and you don't have to do the angles. Peter here. Buenos morning. Good morning to you. Stuke's in the house. Good morning. Orlando is here. What's happening? Gem City Card Show says, honestly, glad you didn't have worse issues before this. Yeah. Now that it's like, man, I should have probably gotten this taken care of a while. Like, I mean, I had the abscess before the dentist. Like, I probably had it a year or two before the dentist noticed it, almost 2 years ago. I've had this for probably almost 4 years. And I've had pain at various times, but I didn't think it was because of a tooth. I just chalked it up to my sinuses. I've always had sinus issues. It's just a sinus. Remember, like, I've taken time from Hobby Evolution off because, my sinuses are acting up. And here it was probably an infection in my mouth. I can laugh about it now that I know, and knowing is half the battle. Unicorn Cupcake, good morning. Kyle's in the house. Good morning. BPL, what's happening? He says snow day from work. So apparently there's school today around here. It's literally, the sidewalks are a sheet of ice. But neighbor kids are walking to school, so on time. So there's not even like a 2-hour delay. So hopefully people that are out and about are walking and driving safely. Porter, good morning. Boston Smokes in the house. What's happening? Philly Joe is here. Good morning. Florida baseball card dude is here. Hope you feel better. Thank you. I'm already feeling much better than I was, especially 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago, and 12 hours ago. Merle wants to know, he's concerned. Is he part of a gang? Orlando says, yep, Merle, you're in the gang. Bo's gang. Dad dude from Duryea, what's happening? Johnny M's in the house. Good morning. Knackley Collectibles is here. Good morning. Sounds like time for some of the some THC gummies for the pain. Last night and this morning, I would have taken just about anything. I mean, if I had access to cocaine and you said cocaine will make you feel better, I'd be like, okay, give me some cocaine because this pain sucks. But I had ibuprofen instead. Unicorn Cupcake says, from what I have seen, if the gang is on the internet, it is a cult. Oh, I don't like cults. Gangs are better than cults. David says, good morning. Is this live or is this Memorex? Yeah, it's like a replay. Talking about my mouth again. Mikey says, I think I'm going to list a refractor lot full of different colors. Do you have any advice to make successful lots? I think pictures are key, and just making sure people know what's in the lot. I think that's key. And of course, if you want successful lots, make sure they're priced right and make sure there's good stuff in there. If there are a bunch of 2009 Bowman Chrome refractors of guys that never made it past AA, probably not going to be a successful lot. If it's modern, newer stuff, probably going to have more success. If it's bigger names, going to have success. If you price it right, going to have success. Mikey says, I had a root canal, honestly, yesterday, and I didn't feel any pain for some reason last night or this morning, but I do have a high pain tolerance. It only hurts to chew. Yeah, and I didn't feel any pain until I got it done at noon on Tuesday. I didn't feel any pain until probably like 7 or 8 p.m. that night. So within 24 hours, I was feeling the pain. Kevin says, oh my God, my wife goes to town on my bumps. I grump every effing time, but she lives for pumping bumps. I swear. Yeah. What is it? What is it? It's gross. Philly Joe says this is worse than the poop conversation. We can talk about dumps if you want, Philly Joe. Mikey says, I have a 50% off sale. I think it's not successful because I need to add more inventory. Johnny M says, every time my wife Googles symptoms, I tell her I will start digging the hole. There you go. Yeah, that's death is always the outcome. Women love the juicy pimple cream. Donald says, sounds like you should be using some antiseptic mouth rinse. So I have been, and I even at 3 a.m. I was rinsing my mouth with warm salt water at 3 a.m. Like just what I was Googling it, like what helps the pain? What can help my pain? So I have been gargling with that's what she said, with warm salt water. I am on amoxicillin. So yeah, I do have I need to get another bottle. I ran out of whatever the dentist recommended, some like mouthwash. So I've been using that. Porter says, Bo is more foul mouthed than we realized. Ain't that the truth? Philly Joe's about to throw up. Johnny M says, instead of going to shows, I've been going through boxes I have here that I haven't been through in 25 years, finding nice stuff. Hey, sometimes the best sourcing can be done in your own house. Sometimes like, I'm going to go through some boxes. It's like, oh, hey, I forgot I had this box and there's a bunch of good cards in here. That's sometimes a good box. That's also the realization that you've got too many cards. If you have really good stuff that you forgot you had, maybe you have too many cards. I know I'm in that boat. Johnny says, I'm 200 listings away from maxing out my basic store at 11K. Should be there sometime this weekend. Very nice. Now make sure you're fully maximizing it. And what I mean by that is, you can go up to whatever your 11K, but sometimes it's not. You're actually more than 11K if you're not paying close enough attention. So like say you're at 10,800, just because you're at 10,008, and you might know this, I might be speaking to the choir or whatever that saying is, but for those that may not know, say you're at 11,000 free listings on your monthly subscription plan. Say it's February 6th and you're like, oh crap, I'm at 10,800 listings. I only have 200 free listings left. That may not be the case. You may have actually gone over, or you may have 500 left. Last month I think it was showing I was at like 60,900 listings, and I still had, I ended the month with like 500 free listings remaining. So you can check that. And I've shown it here multiple times on your seller hub. Scroll to the bottom under promotional offers. It'll show, how many listings you get with your plan and how many free listings you have left. It's only the 6th, so I don't start really paying close attention until we get to like the 3rd week of the month. And that way I can know. And at this point, I'm not going to be careful with my listings, because as soon as I see, I'm going to run out tomorrow or the next day, I'm just going to subscribe to the Anchor store and move up to the Anchor store at that point. Oh, I got a neutral feedback. Uh-oh. What's my neutral feedback? Slow shipping. Make sure to order 2 weeks from the time you need the card. All right, so let's see. Oh damn, it's a. So I can tell you, and I know that's the person that like the day after he ordered wanted to know when items were shipping, and it shipped on time. So we're just gonna do. So here you go, and I saw Porter had those 15 negatives, and he talked about this in the Hobby Evolution Facebook group. He got them all removed and quickly, like they were removed like almost instantly. So let's share the screen. So this is how you get feedback removed. So I have a neutral. So we're going to go to help. And I should bookmark this, but I just feedback removal is what I type into the chat or the search. Request to move, and it's boom right there. Feedback removal, first thing, super easy. That's my negative, and I think he's got a legit gripe there, so whatever. Neutral feedback, show results. Here it is. Slow shipping. Make sure to order 2 weeks from the time you need the card. And I would recommend that, because I'm sure this guy's getting an autograph of Pete Hansen. Yeah, I'm preparing right now. I'm ordering stuff right now, and I'm not leaving for spring training until March 4th because I don't trust the damn postal service. And most people ship within 3 business days. So, and I shipped within 3 business days. So I'm going to you click take action. And we're going to, let's see. I think it's just other reason is what I do. I put buyer states slow shipping. This item was shipped within 3 business days as stated within my terms and conditions. And you send the request. And hopefully that's enough and it'll get removed. In neutral, I don't mind neutrals as much, but when it's a lie, I don't like that. You don't need to order something 2 weeks, but I'm going to ship it within 3 business days. Now, sometimes 3 business days might be 5 or 6 days from the time you ordered it. You've got to be smart enough to know how many days 3 business days is. Remember, weekends and holidays don't count as a work day, weekday, whatever. And if you're getting something signed in 4 days, don't buy it today. You should have bought it last week. So he had that part right. Order something 2 weeks. Yes, I wish all the graphers, and that's where when I have shipping time of shipping issues, it's always with graphers because, Pete Hansen's coming to my town on Thursday and it's fucking Monday. Hey, will you ship this today if I order this 99-cent card? No, it's going to ship within 3 business days. Now, I did have somebody, and also reach out before you actually click buy. And I did have somebody do it. I think he bought the cards and then sent me a message, but he didn't send me a message 2 or 3 days later. How come these haven't shipped? I need them next week. And he sent me, and I will get them shipped out today because he ordered like 20 some cards and he was polite about it. And so I will go above and beyond for him. If it's for one card at 99 cents, I'm sorry. I'm not going to go above and beyond because then I'd have to do it for everybody, and I don't have time to do it for everybody. So 3 business days. And I've had in fact, I shipped something UPS. Somebody ordered like 40 or 50 cards. And they're like, hey, I'm getting these signed for, I think this was last spring training or maybe for a game last summer. And they're like, I know it's late. He's like, I'll pay for expedited shipping. Like, can you send these UPS? And I'm like, yeah, I trust UPS more than the Postal Service. So I did. And I'm like, here's how much it'll cost. Charged him the shipping. And I sent him UPS. He got him in time. Everybody's happy. But if somebody wants a 99-cent card, I'm certainly not going to go through hoops to send one card UPS or send it the same day or the next day. Where are we at? Let's see. Mikey says, how do you price lots in terms of price per card? Well, it varies. So my refractor lots, I start at, I think, 50 cents a card. So I'll do a 100 card refractor lot for $50. I've got, I think I started with 4. I've sold 1. So not a fast mover. My Patrick Mahomes, I think I'm down to maybe 1 lot. And I had a feeling they would sell this week. I'm either sold out of Mahomes lots or I have 1 left. And I was pricing those at, I think, $2 a card. Jalen Hurts, I sold another Jalen Hurts lot yesterday, $1 a card. If it's Mike Schmidt, it's like 40 cents a card or somewhere. I think it's, maybe 30 cents a card. I don't know. Also, go on to eBay and look up lots and look up sold. And that's how I do it. Just go to eBay sold. And if you're doing a lot of Travis Kelce cards, go see, okay, I've got a 10 card lot. What's a 10 card lot sold for? And there you go. And that's usually how I come up with my pricing. Or like with Mahomes, I didn't even look. It's like, okay, what do I need? Yeah, I can get 75 cents cash on all these in a few weeks from my local buyer. What do I need to do? It's like, okay, $2 I can net, $2 a piece. I can net about $1.50 to $1.60. Okay, that's twice as much as I'll get locally in a couple weeks. I'll just move these on eBay. Merle says, I've been avoiding going over the 11,000 listing mark, ending some listings. Some stale listings will get transferred to collects. I don't feel like I'm selling enough to bump up the size of my store. And that's a great observation. That's a fantastic observation because not everybody is doing volume to move up to that next level. Now, I take into consideration what's the difference in price. And I think is it $25 for the basic store compared to $60? Also, do you want to ship more? We all want to sell more, obviously, but do we want to ship more? I said ship. We all like to ship more too. That's for you, Philly Joe. So, if you really want to scale up to 60,000 as opposed to 11,000, take your sell-through rate, multiply that out. Okay, on 11,000, here's my sell-through rate. Here's my average dollar per sale. Let's multiply that out times 60,000 instead of 11,000. And okay, I'll make $100 more a month if I scale up. And you're paying $35. So is it worth that extra work for $65 more a month? And I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass. Well, except for the store subscription. That's a real number. But maybe it's more than that. Maybe it's $1,000 a month. Now, it's $1,000 more a month. And it's $965 more profit per month. Yeah, then you should do it. But do you want to spend a lot more time shipping? If this isn't your full-time thing, then obviously that you probably don't want to spend all day shipping or all night shipping after a full day of work. So that's kind of how you got to look at it. Merle's got it down. He knows. He's self-observant. I'm not selling enough to realize the bump up. So, and that's the smart way to do it. Refresh, stale inventory, get it out of there. If you don't want to scale up to the next level store, get rid of those stale listings. What's not selling? I can go through and do my exercises. Tab 4J, we just removed the other day or a couple of weeks ago. Hadn't sold anything, or maybe one card in the last 3 months out of tab 4J. Let's just pull it all out. It's going into a quarter box. I've got 2025 Series 1 coming out next week. I'll have a case coming in. Now would probably be a good time to and I'm still shipping, like every day, I'm shipping out at least one top Series 1 common from last year's product. So it's at some point, I'm going to all right, 2024 tops, you're done. You're going in the bulk box. Merle says, Mikey, put them at auction. Price will get solved on its own. I would not recommend putting lots at auction. You will be very disappointed with your results on auction with lots. Michael, good morning. Michael Renicky in the house. Will I see you in Janesville on Sunday? Hey, speaking of eBay, oops, I forgot to put my banner up. There you go. I've got new auctions running now in my eBay store, 99centcards.com. Buy 7 or more items in the Buy It Now section. You'll save 25% off at checkout. I've got new auctions that started last night, a bunch of refractors, serial number, color. I can show you. They're right next to me. 99-cent auctions. I've got prospects, first Bowman purple, got a branded Lau purple chrome refractor. We got Mojo refractors, Gabriel Gonzalez, Drew Gilbert Mojo, Max Muncy, Shimmer, Christian Robinson. He's really climbing the prospect boards, a sky blue refractor. Austin Hayes, a couple of different colors of his. Some base or some paper and chrome color. So check those out, 99centcards.com. I've got Pokemon at auction. Those went live the other night. So check it all out, 99centcards.com. Where we at? Where we at? Oh, we're Michael Renicky. Mikey says, I tried that and they didn't sell, so I thought lot would be better. Merle says, I definitely have too many cards. Mikey says, the last 2 weeks I've had the flu and a root canal. That is not fun. That's a double whammy. Merle says, what did the lot at auction start bidding at? Mikey says, the order I placed with you, Bo, what did you net on the bonds in Bo Jackson and Cameron Brink first? I don't know. Let's see. I can tell you. So Mikey bought. Oh. I moved my apps around, and now I'm. Hey, speaking of stale inventory, I picked up like 4 years ago 3 monster boxes of Chicago Bears cards from the Green Bay show, the very first KI show, and included was like 200 copies of the 84 Topps Mike Singletary. I just sold one this morning for $2. Let's see if it says how many I've sold. Let's go to the listing. Does it say how many I've sold? 109. I've sold 109 of these. It's a quantity listing. So we're looking for Mikey's. I'll look up Brink because I think that's the only Cameron Brink I've listed and sold. All right. So, oh, shoot. So that's not. I don't know. I'd assume 70% on what you paid, 65% on what you paid, depending on if it was a promoted listing or not. Porter says, you're not sharing the right screen. Oh, it opened a new window. My bad. Yep. So I missed that part. Sorry, guys. Mark says, good morning. Happy the Polar Bear is back. Yeah. Pete Alonso re-signed with the Mets. 2 years, $54 million, I think. Polar Bear's probably like, damn, I should have taken that extension offer 2 years ago. It took almost 2 weeks for me to receive a package 3 states away. USPS at its finest. Right. Myrtle wants to know, what's a Pete Hansen? He's a Cardinals prospect. I think he might be a top 100 prospect. Let's see. MLB top prospects. Top 100 baseball prospects. Let's see if a Pete Hansen is a was that Christian Campbell I said, or Christian somebody else? Christian Campbell's with the Red Sox. So I think I have Christian. Oh, it's Christian Robinson who I have some color of. Who are we looking for? We're looking for, I think if I could probably sort by team. Let's see. Pete Hansen does not, Tink Hens, he's a top 100 prospect. Does not appear to be a top prospect, top 100 prospect. Let's go top 30 by team. Let's see if he's in. Oh, coming soon. Let's look at last year. Pete Hansen. Oh, Pete Hansen. Maybe he's not. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. He's not even close to a top 100 prospect. Last year, he was ranked 28th in the organization. So, way off. He does. Pete Hansen sounds like a bowler. Is he one of the Hansen brothers? I don't think so. Rich is here. What is the countdown to Arizona? My buddy Rich, I will see you on March 4th. So we are what? Let's see. 26 days away. So 26 days from today, I will be somewhere over a flyover state at this point in 26 days. March 4th, early morning flight. And as I do, I will go straight from the airport to the backfields at Sloan Park. That is a Tuesday, I believe, Tuesday, March 4th. And it's a night game, I think, that night. So it'll be a long day, early morning flight, night game at Sloan Park. So I can't wait to see you. And I've been creeping your Facebook images, your photos on Facebook to create some cards to get autographed. So can't wait. It's coming up fast, so fast, which I love. I don't want time to go this fast, but when it's spring training coming up, although it's like this, it's like you see right behind me. Those are all cards. A few of those will go in my binder for autographs, but most of that's going to kids. So those are all current prospects and Cubs players that I'll be putting in team bags and handing out not really handing out. I'll basically put them in a container or a table at the tailgate tent at Sloan Park. So if you're coming out to spring training in Arizona, starting March 4th, there will be packs of Cubs cards for kids. Come out and see us at the tailgate tent outside of Sloan Park, the Club 400 tailgate tent. I'll be there between March 4th and 12th. And I'm trying to put a whole bunch of packs together so they last through most of spring training, if not the rest of spring training. Cubs for kids. Unicorn Cupcake says, I think he was on that show to catch a gambler. We need to catch a scammer. Unicorn Cupcake would watch that. Wouldn't that be a fun show? To catch a scammer in baseball cards. That would be a fun show. Merle says, I think eBay is making more money on my cards, and they're my cards. Yeah, that's eBay for you. Unicorn Cupcake says, has anyone seen a good way to display vintage magazines, preferably without potentially damaging the magazines when multiple people will be looking through them? That's tough. I don't know. They have like magazine racks, but I don't know if that's something you're looking for. Are people go? Are they for display only, like a showcase type deal? Wrong shoulder, or are you going to be actively? So what I use for like my old Beckett magazines, I have a shelf of hobby magazines, and a couple that I bought from you at the Madison Card Show a while back are in my hobby shelf. But I got those like magazine cardboard container things. It's not a good preservation method though, because unless you put them in, like if you only have a few in one box, they'll kind of slink down. But if you pack them in tight, they'll stay upright. I guess you could also, to combat that, you could get, you're spending more and more on supplies though. You could get the cardboard backs and basically the magazine bags and then put them in there. So you have that spine, so it doesn't fall. So that's just but it's not a good display. If you actually want to see the magazine, if you just want to see the box, but it's not a good display system. Porter says Pete Hansen is an afterthought in the card system. So I assume my Pete Hansen is going to go unsold for 99 cents. That dude from Duryea says, does your quantity listing for Singletary show each copy is the centering the same on each? So no. And that's an issue. No, because there's like 200 copies and it's an 84. So the centering is all over the place. Here's how I try to counter that. I try to take the worst off-centered copy I have and show that. So I under promise and over deliver. So that's kind of how I combat. If I do quantity listings on older cards where centering can be an issue, I'll take the worst copy to show that. Now, of course, that could lead to less sales, but it also is it's efficient with my time. So I'm not, I'll list these. I don't have to list 100 and 200 copies of it. I don't have to list every photo of it. Like, I want Singletary 1, Singletary 17. Rich says, look forward to seeing you again, my friend. Watch out for those swinging beer bats. Ooh, that swinging beer bat got me right in the crown jewels last spring. Ouch. That hurt. Crawley won't be there this year. So which sucks outside of getting hit in the nuts with a plastic beer bat. Bargain Boxer, he's got a countdown for the National, 174 days. Let's go. Unicorn Cupcake says, like for a card show. I wonder if they make like tabletop, because now you've got me curious. Let's boom. So here's what I typed into Amazon. I hear little puppy paws. I typed in tabletop magazine display rack on Amazon. So I don't think those at the top of the screen, because they're tall, wouldn't be good for a table, because those seem like they would fall over. Here, this looks like just like a wire rack. I think the only thing you would need is some backing. If it's a magazine, you would need like a cardboard backing. Maybe put it in like a magazine bag and a cardboard back. So this is a little tabletop. So it's, what are the dimensions? 16 inches by 18 by 17. So that's That's a good size for tabletop. So I think, yeah, type in tabletop magazine display rack on Amazon and run you about $40. Merle says Bo has perfected his drop a teen bag behind a kid and asking him if he dropped cards. Then he gets in front of the kid in the autograph line. Hey, kid. Yeah. Porter says it was about this time last year that the scammer infiltrated Hobby Evolution. Oh, Todd. What was his name? Todd? It's always Todd. Sorry, Todd. I know we've got a Todd that's not a scammer in here. So I'm sorry. Don't mean to offend any Todds. I think his name was Todd, though. But yeah, he's been booted. He's been banned. I think he's the only person banned from Hobby Evolution. Like actually a real person that's been banned from Hobby Evolution, not a bot. I remember him trying to get folks to join his fantasy league. He really was diversified in his schemes. Yeah, he was art. Somebody got hit on art. He was making like shitty art. He was had a fantasy league. He wanted to sell ball. He's actually the guy that reached out to me and he wouldn't answer any of my questions. And like I smelled the scam from a mile away. Let me see if I can find the email he sent me. I don't know if I ever shared, if I ended up, I think I probably did after I figured out who he was. Was it to my Cubs? Yeah, here it is. Just let me know either way, brother. So that's when I know it's probably a scam. So so I think I said I'm not interested or whatever. He says, yeah, I do live in California, but call me at least to have a convo. I know you're a great dude, brother, so you wouldn't have to drive out. I'd be willing to send you up front because I know you wouldn't screw me, bro. I've been watching you pretty much since the start on YouTube. LOL. And I'm like, okay. So there was some like, he butters me up at the end. But it's like, okay, I don't like phone calls. Like we can do this via email. Like I don't need to have a phone conversation to buy a bulk lot. Just send me some pictures. That's all I want. Send me some pictures. Send me a price. We'll be good. So my response, like, just can you send me some pics of what you have? Sure thing. I'll send pics tonight. Tonight came and went. 4 days later, he sent some pics. And it was not junk, but it's stuff that I would put in my quarter box that wouldn't sell in a quarter box. Alec Bowman base rookie card, Bo Bichette base rookie card, Randy Arozarena, Spencer Strider, a Chipper Jones score rookie, Oswald Peraza Bowman, like just junk. Just absolute junk. Nah, I shouldn't say absolute junk. So like I saw like nothing. Okay, and then there was some football again, like just garbage rookies, Mac Jones, Jalen Waddle. Although Mac Jones might have been a little more in vogue back. It was a year ago. It was February 1st. It was February 1st, 2024, when we were emailing back and forth. He did have some autos. Shitty autos. Oh, actually, Noah Syndergaard. That's a good one. Devin Singletary. More junky baseball. These are a little better, but still, like not really anything that I would be interested in buying. And then he just kept blowing me up. And I think February 5th. Hey brother, give me a call. And I think that's when he was found out, somewhere around there. So yeah, don't be a Todd. Let's see. That dude from Duryea says there are pages that hold magazines and comics. They fit in binders, but the top does not seal. So I think he's looking for like a display, like so you can like if you're walking up to a table, like they're promptly displayed, not like laying flat on the table. Unicorn Cupcake says, I saw a Rolodex type display like how they sell posters at Walmart. Might be my best bet because I want to show the front and back covers. Okay. Gem City Card Show says, wait, who was that? Todd. Somebody Todd. Actually, I can go into the Facebook group and I can tell you my last name. Let's see. We don't want to give Good Todd's a bad name. Manage. Because I literally just saw this the other day. I was looking at something in the group, and I saw like a banned people list. And there was two, and I think one was a bot. No, that's people banned. There we go. Todd McCown. Todd McCown is banned, and so is Dejo Lee Matisse Fuda, which is probably just a bot. So Todd McCown was the scammer. He got somebody on some art, ripped him off within the group, within the Hobby Evolution Facebook group. Unicorn Cupcake says, I've heard Todd taught LRS everything he knows about skill games. Porter says, no goods and services, my dude. I only use Cash App and Zelle. Did he actually say that? Because, yeah, that's my dude, brother, and I only use Cash App and Zelle. Telltale signs of a scammer. Don't be a Todd. Where are they now? Scammers edition, right? So that's what I had for today. Hey, I talked for almost an hour without any more pain. Do you want to see my mouth abscess? Oh, man. All right. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit up my eBay store, 99centcards.com. Buy 7 or more cards at regular price. You'll save 25% off at checkout. New auctions went live last night. I think I've got about 200 to 300 auctions running live at this time. So check out the auctions. Check out the buy it now. Check out everything. Buy cards, 99centcards.com. Let's see. Porter says, that's how close I came to falling for it. Luckily, I did not. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Like, subscribe. I got to get Ernie off to school. Have a great day, and we'll talk again. Tomorrow's Friday already. Man, it snuck up on me. It's like, man, today's Wednesday. Seems like it's Friday. It's Wednesday. Now it's Thursday. It's like, wow, tomorrow's Friday already. Funny how that works. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Friday, free for all. We'll play Name That Player. See you tomorrow morning.